Alright, I'm starting. Discordo, more like Discord. Yo. Like how I just heard my stupid beatbox thing immediately as soon as I opened it. Alright, we're good on Tube. Still hasn't told me the viewers yet, but that's okay. What's up, SLG? Yeah, I know, unexpected, right? Yeah, no, I kind of just decided, screw it. Why not stream again? Been playing this game again recently, and I'm like, I was like, you know, I could stream this. This would be like a fun, like, I could just talk with chat and like, not really have to think too hard kind of game, you know? Like a fun, chill. I don't know, that was my thought process. Either way, let's get to digging, guys. Let's not have a misleading title here. Oh wait, I forgot this game is weird. I have to use the arrow keys. Yeah, I forgot it's like, use arrow keys to move and then A and S for like your actions. It's weird. So I'll show you guys my progress I got so far. So this is the very start of the mine. For those who don't know, this is literally just a digging game. It's kind of like Minecraft. But you sell ores, and your whole goal is to figure out what happened to your grandfather. So it's like a digging mystery, sort of. It's a fun game. There's not a whole lot of lore to it other than that, until you start getting like really deep in the caves. But I'm still early enough where it's not really like, nothing crazy is exposed. I have played this game before, so I know how it ends and everything, but like, I gotta do it for the wrist. Do it for the vine. Okay. Okay, worth it. Had to take some damage for that, but that's okay. But yeah, all these different caves and different ways I've mined have all done by myself here. And occasionally there's these caves that you come across, and the numbered ones are the important ones because they lead to like upgrades and stuff that you get for your abilities. And the unnumbered caves are usually just for treasure. Like this one, for example. What's up, cheat? Dude, I missed you in the stream earlier. I'm happy you're here now. I forget what game we were playing, but I was like, dude, if Cheat was here, he'd know. I forget if I had a question.
Mansion.
Luigi's Mansion?
Yeah.
Yeah. You should try Vampire. Oh, yeah, crap. Thank you again for gifting me that. I appreciate that, man. I'll give you pro gamer advice. I might switch over to that then. Not, like, right now, but after I get bored of this game, which probably isn't going to take too long, because it's just... I don't want to say the game is boring, because it's not boring, but... yeah. It takes a lot out of you. Alright, so as you saw, all of that is the progress I've made so far. I literally just unlocked the shortcut. We're now in the 2nd out of 3 zones. Just unlocked the 2nd zone. So, yeah. That's where we're at. I just want to give you guys a, what's it called? I don't want to say a tour, but like, just show you guys what I've done. I did some off-camera mining. You think this game is a worse version of Spelunky? Listen, for the record, I actually never played Spelunky, actually. Actually, I think I played like 5 minutes of it. And it was because it was at a friend's house. And I was like, oh, this game was fun, but then it was like his sister's turn to play or something, so I had to stop playing. Which was understandable, obviously, but... I think that's my literal only ever time I've played Spelunky, and I had a lot of fun, and I never touched the game after that. It is very hard. That's another thing, too, is I have heard it's incredibly difficult. But I do like difficult games. My girlfriend is completely the opposite.
What?
I said I like difficult games, and I said you're completely the opposite.
Yeah.
Uh-oh. Idiot. Fell for the oldest trick in the book. The old dynamite yourself type shit. Compared to SteamWorld, Spelunky is a lot harder. No, I believe it. Literally half the time I die in SteamWorld, it's because I just like literally stand next to the enemies and keep swinging. Like, and I know it's fully on me. Like, that's the only reason I usually die in this game is because I'm like... I stand right in front of the enemies and attack them. Very little do I try and save myself. One of my goals, though, I've never actually technically 100% beat this game, per se. Because I've always tried to get every single, like, what's it called, upgrade. But as a kid, I would always buy, like, the optional things and use them. Like, you don't technically need ladders or teleporter. They make it incredibly easy and more convenient. But I'm also like, if it means I can buy every upgrade in the game and have the satisfying 100% completion, might be worth it. I hate to say it. Sacrifice a little boring time for that, you know? But it is what it is. I'm gonna sell my stuff so we can buy upgrades. I played this game on the 3DS? No way, dude, me too. That's the exact same one I played it on, and it was because, who was it? I almost want to... Oh yeah, I didn't sell my stuff yet. I was like, where's my money? I want to say it was Zach Scott Games, maybe? Was it Zach Scott? Or Adam Swimming Bird something numbers. I used to watch him a lot when I was younger. I watched his Animal Crossing New Leaf videos. I guess I should get more carrying. As much as I want the better pickaxe, I should get more carrying pouch limit. Yeah, no, I actually went back to the 3DS version after playing it on the Wii U a while ago, and I was like, holy crap, like, the 3DS version's graphics literally look like pixel art compared to, like, any other system. It was just one of those 3DS indies that was fairly easy early to the eShop, so it got more traction for no competition. No, that's fair. But I do genuinely like the game, though. I mean, I feel like... what's the word? Don't dismiss it just yet. I quite like this game still. Oh, listen. Did you ever play the sequel? SteamWorld Dig 2? Dude. If you haven't, you have to. I know you might not feel the greatest about this game, but the frickin' upgrades you get in SteamWorld Dig 2 are insane. Like, it literally turns into, like, basically Metroid. And I know the whole, like, oh, Metroidvania saying, I'm aware of that, but, like, it quite literally turns the game into, like, Metroid. You're literally using, like, a grappling hook, and you have a jetpack, and it gets crazy. I have them on Steam Family Library. For, like, the first, like... I know this is gonna sound just, like... bad advice. Like, this is not gonna sound like I'm trying to get you to buy it. The first half of the game... it plays a lot like SteamWorld Dig 1, so I don't know if you're gonna like it. But the second half, once you start getting all the cool upgrades, it, like... I have not felt that much, like, childlike wonder from a video game in such a long time. So I'm not saying, like, just deal with the first shitty half and then get to, like, the good part, but kinda. Ah, crap. Oh my gosh. At least it was only a couple bucks. Yeah, yeah. Oh, there's a thing there. Oh, crap, I forgot when you die you lose all your water. Have to come back for that, I guess. Ah, don't die again, don't die again. Are we serious? I'm dying to, like, an actually basic enemy. This is embarrassing. So how have you been today, Cheat? Swell, I hope. Bro got done by the Gooba. Yeah, honestly. Okay. That was embarrassing, but alas, we pushed through. Generally pretty good. Okay, good. Dude, I didn't plan on it, but I ended up cleaning up, like, the weird parts of my room today. Because earlier during the stream, the last stream, I should say, Haley was playing the SpongeBob movie game for GameCube. Great game, by the way. She was playing that, and what was it? I was thinking, I was like, man, I really should go find the Elgato that I got for streaming. I was like, I should bust that out again, then we can play, like, some Wii U and Switch games and stuff like that on stream. I was like, that would be pretty cool. Oh crap, I don't have that. Oh, movie, that's a, yeah, the SpongeBob movie game. Funnily enough, we were actually talking about that. Me and her both grew up on the movie game and not Battle for Bikini Bottom. So we're a little bit biased for the movie game, only because that's literally, like, what we played growing up. And I started playing Battle for Bikini Bottom Rehydrated. I started playing that like right when it first came out on Switch, but I don't remember why. I kind of just ended up falling out of it. Although, in all honesty, I don't think I ever beat the movie game either, so I don't really have a whole lot of room to talk with that. I can't sit here and say which one's better if I haven't even beat either of them. I remember this one was weird. You have to, like, get them all to a certain exact level. I'm trying to remember what. Okay, I think it's that level. I think that's what we gotta get to. Movie just has some stuff going on that is straight up bad design. Also, I feel like the game has a bad habit of crashing. I don't think I've ever once had an issue with that game crashing on me. I mean, maybe that's just me. I always played it on the GameCube, though. I don't know if that's like version specific or not there, but I don't think I've ever had a problem with the game crashing on me. It has issues on issues with padding. They make you do like annoying time and ring challenges on all the slides and driving level. Yeah, okay, I will give you that. They do kind of go overboard with those sometimes. Listen, some of them are fun, but then it's no longer fun once it becomes so much of a hassle that it's like suddenly annoying. It's like it can be fun and it is fun, but then they make you like, they make the windows so tight for the rings and stuff sometimes. I know it does get insane, especially towards the end of the game. It does get crazy. Even just earlier, I mean, she was struggling with the one ring challenge. You don't have to do all of them, but you do have to do a lot of them, and that's lame. Yeah. Is there like a certain thing where it's like you need... Oh yeah, wait, I think there is, where it's like you have to have X amount of goober tokens till you can beat the game. I think there is. The bad part is they'll end up being required at some point, not all of them, but you do need enough goob tokens. Yeah. That's what I was just thinking. I was like, because at some point I'm pretty sure there was a time where they're like, you need this many to reach the final level or whatever. Some BS. Ocean Man. Trying to remember where that one spot was over yonder, where I found like a bunch of those. It's also very hard to see now. Dang it, I should go back up to the surface. I don't even... Are we serious? I don't even have a single ore. I went in that cave and all I got was blue balls, bro. It's messed up. Literally don't have a single ore to my name, just going in here to fill up my campfire light. Okay. Wait, I have money. I can buy stuff. No, wait. I think I should buy the lantern. Okay. Water seal, okay. We're definitely going to do pickaxe next, because that's the next thing I would like to get figured out. Paddy Wagon also has some jank to it that I'm not fond of. It's slide... Or, oh, the slides and levels are all fine, though. I do kind of like the like Mario Sunshine type levels, where it's like... You have to like do like the weird platforming and stuff, and like... liminal spaces or whatever you want to call them. Battle for Bikini Bottom is 85% levels, 10% slides, and 5% time challenges. Okay, I mean, that makes sense. Okay, I was saying this earlier too when she was playing, but my one beef with the movie game is there's those stupid, like, defeat hordes and hordes of enemies, and even as a kid I used to hate those. Because the worst part is they're not even super, like, insanely long, but I remember some of them going on for forever. And then the worst part is when you get to the final wave of the enemies, and then you die, and then it's like now you have to go back through every single wave of enemies again. That's when it can get really annoying and frustrating, because it's like... And I know also I'm kind of just preaching that, you know, oh, I suck. You know, I suck at video games, and they should cater to me. That's not exactly how I mean to come off, but at the same time, like... When you're a stupid kid playing a SpongeBob video game, and you keep dying, that also sucks. Ah! Ah! Oh, crap. Oh, thank goodness he gave me health. You know, when there's these guys just fighting each other, honestly, it's best to just let them kill each other. Movie's more like 50% levels, 30% paddy wagon, 20% ring and time challenges. Yeah, I believe it. That sounds about right to me from what I've played of it. It was just lopsided, it was probably rushed. I wouldn't be surprised if they had some kind of like deadline date because they're like, oh, the movie's coming out. We need this tie-in game with it as close to the movie as possible, or else sales will suck on it. We wasted our time and money. Blah, we're Nickelodeon. I don't know, something like that probably occurred. Uh-oh. That actually didn't kill him? Oh. Oh. Oh god, that literally made my whole PC screen turn black, I'm not joking. Did you guys see that? I doubt that happened on stream, honestly, but that was actually funny as shit. That third explosion literally made my PC screen turn black for a second. Is the stream going fine? Okay, yeah, it looks fine. It's about where I left off. Okay. No, that was actually so funny. Music in it was great though, especially the final boss theme. I actually don't know if I heard the music from the final boss in that game. Well, I think I did eventually watch a video of the final boss, because like I said, I as a kid never got that far. And every time I play it, I keep being like, one of these days I'm actually going to beat it for myself and, you know, add it to my completed games list, but still haven't. I actually got pretty close. Well, I don't know actually if it was super duper close, but I got closer than I ever have, like... Now that I think of it, I was probably closer to 10 years ago at this point, but... when I was a bit more mature and actually able to figure that stuff out, like, handle gaming better. I wasn't quite as stupid of a kid at that point. Okay, I was gonna say, that's all the upgrades from him. Oh wait, no, there's a damaging pickaxe. I wouldn't have been able to get that. I didn't have 10 balls anyways. 10 blue balls. I definitely should get that though at some point. Some point soonish. Hard armor? Okay, that might be the next thing, because honestly I keep getting low on health really easily. They censored the name of one of the movies, but Butt Smash? Oh, one of the moves, Butt Smash. That's kind of funny, honestly, though. Like, of course they would. I mean, like, on one hand, it is a kid's movie, but also at the same time, I mean, I feel like kids would find it funny if there's a move called Butt Smash. I mean, I probably would have. I mean, I'd still probably find it funny if we're being honest with you. Ooh. Almost just got smushed. I hit that and immediately was like, oh crap. I should probably move. If it matters, Battle for Bikini Bottom is a bit easier overall than the movie. I kind of figured, just with how you were saying, like, the, what's it called? I'm losing my train of thought, hold up. Like, with how you were saying the, there's less of, like, the annoying time challenges and driving and rings challenges like that. What the heck? Okay, I just want to say for the record, these caves are randomly generated, and this one randomly generated an open line right here. It's crazy. So that's the other cool thing with this game, is that the caves and treasure are completely randomly generated. Although they occasionally have like random like setups for like cool treasure, like they might have a treasure blocked in and the only way you can do it is with a certain upgrade or whatever. Like those, obviously they have set up and planned. But like overall just treasure like the one I'm mining, like it's purely random. Hey, look at that. Got a teleporter exit. But yeah, no, what was I gonna say? You know, the cave generation in this is completely RNG based, completely random. But the actual caves that you get themselves, those ones actually are pre-planned out, obviously, like, because they have certain puzzles and stuff that they want you to do, and or like, oh, teaching you how to use a new upgrade that they decide to give you or something like that. So there is a fair amount of randomness to the game, and like, if you can get like certain treasures or not, but should I risk it? I could get more health, possibly. Ah. Oh, that's a big bite out of my money. I don't like that very much, no. Ooh, that's a big chunk of my money gone there. That was not a good risk to take, I'll tell you that. Hey, Alexa H, welcome, welcome. How are you doing? Are you here for the digging? The diggy hole type stream? I am a dwarf and I'm digging a hole. Good as fart, brother. Fragrance Felon just came up on your For You page? No way. You better have followed. If you didn't follow, I'm gonna have some tough words with you, buddy. For context, for the rest of people in chat, my sister's roommate, he does a fragrance review channel, and he is like a convicted felon. I mean, in all honesty, like, I'm not gonna say his charges because I don't know if he'd want me to, but like, he genuinely didn't even do anything bad, I would say. I think, you know, saying he's a felon is a bit, I don't want to say a bit much, because that sounds like I'm, like, undermining anything, but, like, I feel like having to go to jail for what he did is kind of stupid, but either way, sorry, yapping on longer than I should here. He reviews fragrances, like perfumes and colognes, and he'll tell you, like, the scent nodes of all of them and stuff, and it's, personally, I find it actually really entertaining, and I think he's a funny guy. So I personally actually really enjoy watching it. I'm not just saying that to promote him. And the weirdest part is, I don't even really care about fragrances or perfumes. There's something about watching him say the scent nodes and be like, ah, yeah, the Eau de Toilette is one of my favorites. And I'm like, okay. So I'm like, next time I'm in a Kohl's or something. had to drop a folly. I didn't know he's an actual fellow. Yeah. Like I said, like, I don't think what he did was, like, really bad or anything. Like, I'm not gonna say, like, he didn't, like, kill anybody or anything is what I'm trying to say. Like,
He just sold drugs.
I was not saying that on stream in case he didn't want me to say it.
His shit's public.
I guess. It was more of a respect thing. Either way, yeah.
He
But-
said it himself on that one TikTok. It's literally on his TikTok.
He did?
It was like the
Oh.
one where he was like, I was a felon, I did that.
Oh. Huh. Well, I'll be. Anyways, yeah, no. Like I said, I really don't think what he did was, like, awful or anything. I feel like them putting him in jail was a bit much, but also I understand why they did. I use cologne, but only for special occasions. I'm not gonna lie, I actually didn't even know where my special occasion fragrance was until... What was it? We cleaned up Haley's side of the room the other day. Oh jeez, this is an incredibly risky mission that we're doing here. Okay, alright, I could have taken a lot more damage and that heart's gonna despawn before I can even get to it. Yep. Darn. Oh wait, that's just the way I came in, okay. Yeah, I have, what's it called? Legend from Bath & Body Works, because my girlfriend got it for me, I think, I want to say back when she worked there.
Yeah.
It's pretty good, I don't know what you call it, if it's more of a fragrance or a cologne, or if it's both, technically, I don't know. I watch Fragrance Felon, I should know, but I don't. Either way. It's pretty good, though. I like it. It's, like I said, it's one of my special occasion type colognes, though. Okay, now that was just careless. I don't know why I did that. I don't believe in the industrial fragrance complex. No, I understand that, too. See, my thing is, I don't think I would ever spend more than, like, say $50 on a cologne, honestly. Like, even that feels like kind of pushing it for me. And that's assuming, like, the economy is good, my job is paying good. Like, even then, I feel, like, weird buying a $50 fragrance. And that's, like I said, like, at most. I don't think I would actually go out of my way to, like, get a crazy perfume. Although I will say, and I don't mean this as an ad by any means, but the, what is it, YSL La Absolue or something like that? I don't know, it's a silver bottle and it's made by YSL. That stuff smells amazing, holy crap, like, because it's my sister's roommate, he was letting me smell some of his fragrances that he got, and that one, holy crap, it's so good. That was by far my favorite. And I looked it up online, it's like $200. It's like $200 to $250. I'm like, I could never see myself spending that much. But if I got it on some kind of crazy mega sale for $50, easily I would buy it. I bought a room spray for my room, and whenever I was in a rush, I would use it as perfume, and so many people complimented me on it. I just started using it like a perfume. That is crazy, because room sprays... I'm assuming you're talking about Bath & Body, most likely, but... Yeah, they do not mess around with their room sprays. I mean, that shit, I'm sure you could use that as a perfume or something. When Haley first started getting room sprays, I would spray them like they were like Lysol, to the point where, like, I would be spraying like 3 to 5 sprays in a room at once. And every time I would start coughing and choking so bad because it was so potent. And every time it was so bad, and she'd be like, "Don't fucking spray that much." I'd be like, I didn't think I was. And she's like, it's a room spray. You only have to do 1 or 2. And I'd be like, yeah.
Concentrated.
And I'd be like, yeah, okay, whatever. And then I'd continue to do it. And be like, oh, why is my nose hurting? I just shower often, wear antiperspirant deodorant. That also works. No shame in that. We love ourselves a clean boy. This is also... This is just straight up gonna kill me. Not if I'm fast, though. I got scared. It's gonna... This is like those TikTok live streams where it's like you're waiting for the balloon to pop or something, or like they're like peeling off the egg and you keep thinking that the egg is gonna pop and you're like shielding your eyes. You're like, ugh. Are we serious? Well, good thing this big puddle of water is right here. Shower often? Yeah, no thanks. Nah, man, I stick with cheap stuff. And I don't blame you for doing that either. I mean, that's the other thing with Fragrance Felon, is that he kind of just reviews whatever he wants. And so even though he does review a lot of the popular big... Okay. Even though he does review a lot of the popular big fragrances, he's also not afraid to be like, yeah, I got this really cheap, crappy cologne from blah, blah, blah. Let's test it out and see how it smells and if it's good, you know. And he tells you like, oh, here's the longevity, here's the flavor nodes. Scent nodes, whatever they're called. Funny thing is, I literally have cologne, but I don't ever use it. Yeah, I feel it. Like I said, I didn't even know where mine was up until like a couple days ago. Some in my drawer that was given me as a gift. Oh, nice. I don't know what it is. Let me check. It was like an off-brand $5 room spray. That's even crazier, too. Because I was really almost certain that it was going to be Bath & Body. Oh. Oh, no. Oh. Abort. Abort! Abort! Never mind, can't find... Oh, okay. Yeah, no, it's not worth it to go tear apart your room just to figure out a scent name. I really need health, but also I don't want to pay for health. I think it'd be 10 times funnier if she had a mukbang influencer roommate called Mukbang Felon. That definitely would be a lot funnier, I feel like. Can you imagine he's out here like...
I tell these motherfuckers that I think it's black. It's gotta be black that's the imposter. Oh, and look at that, it's black! And guess what? They voted me off because I did it. I'm an engineer!
Okay, well, good news. Buying the new armor actually fixed up my health, so we're fine on that. And I actually don't need to buy health. I need to go in that cave that I skipped up here. If I didn't already, because I forgot if I did, but I don't think it... Also, I have treasure waiting over there. What am I doing? What the fart am I doing? Ermagerd. Dude, get up there. Give me treasure. Oh, and there's like a good amount in here too. Dude, he'd be like, oh, I'm totally gonna frickin' mukbang all these McDonald's fries, rah. If, you know, Mukbang Felon was a thing. Dude, I actually started talking to him about the prison burrito situation, which, you know what, I'll just tell the story of that, because I think it's a funny story. So I want you guys to not judge me too hard for this one. I think Alexa H is aware of the story already, but for the rest of you guys in here, this is not one of my best moments. And I was old enough to know better. Because I want to say I was in high school during this. I mean, I was still stupid in high school, but like... smart enough to know better by that point, you know? So... I was seeing online I think originally I saw it on BuzzFeed, actually, how to make a prison burrito, which, if you don't know, is basically... I mean, it's pretty much just a bunch of chips and ramen mushed together, with beef jerky usually inside, cut up in the middle, in like little bite-sized pieces. And that's pretty much it. It's just like whatever your favorite chips are and ramen noodles. But it's like... You crush up all the chips, basically, and fold it up all nice and neat, so that it, like, looks like a burrito. And then you can top it with, like, ketchup and mayo if you want to get fancy with it, etc. So I'm making it, and pretty sure the first time I made it, either it was before I had a job. I think that, I think it was before I had a job, because I specifically sent out my mom with this long grocery list. Wait, I think I already did this. Yeah, I already did this cave. Yeah, I sent out my mom with this huge long grocery list of all these things. And we had like a chore list system back in the day, where it's like, oh my god. That actually scared the bollocks out of me. I'm sorry. Anyways, I used to have a chore list system where each chore we determined was a, certain amount of money. And so we had a list on the fridge of like all the chores I'd do, and then I have a total. Or sometimes my parents would be nice and like they'd buy stuff ahead of time for me if I asked them nice enough, and then they'd be like, okay, yeah, just do chores to pay it back because we know you're actually going to pay it back. So I'd be like, okay. And so I sent them out with this huge list, and it was like almost $40 worth of chips in groceries. Back then, it was probably closer to 30, honestly, but point is, it was a ton of money for like basically just chips and beef jerky sticks. Not even beef jerky, like Slim Jims, basically. And so, I got my Doritos, I got my Cheez-Its. There may or may not have been hot Cheetos, I forgot. And then beef jerky sticks. And something else. I forgot what else. Either way. So I got it all. Got the ramen noodles too in there. You pour boiling water into the Doritos bag. Well, you mix all the chips into the Doritos bag because that's like the biggest one. Keep in mind I was doing this with like all family size like chips too. So it was like the big boxes. And so you pour all the chips into one bag after crushing them up, and you pour in the ramen noodles, and then you pour in, what is it, boiling water, and you fold over the bag and let it sit for like 10 minutes, and then it lets like the chips and the noodles all like kind of merge into one, and it's a whole thing. And now here's the tricky part, okay? Here's the tricky part. You gotta get it out of there. And the other tricky part is, seeing as how it's a prison burrito, there's no exact measurements here. I mean, it's kind of just eyeball it. You have to have the right sog of the burrito. However, even if you have the right sog, it doesn't necessarily mean... Like, you could make it too soggy. You gotta have the right sog on the burrito. So, sorry, long story short, I had too much water in mine, and I didn't really know what to do. I opened the burrito kind of over the top of my kitchen sink, and I didn't really know like what to do, because the bag was incredibly hot because it has boiling hot chip water in it now, and I forget if it just slipped. I honestly, I don't remember if it slipped, or if I burned my hand and I dropped it, or if I cut the bag open and it just fell into the sink. But either way, my almost like... Okay, maybe it was closer to $20. Now I'm thinking about it more because the economy was actually decent back then. $20 to $30 prison burrito is now in the sink, and I'm staring at it like, fuck! Like, all this money was wasted, and now my parents are going to be mad too because I also wasted their money, and I'm mad because I wasted my prison burrito. What do I do? So of course, what do? I start eating it out of the sink. I'm not proud of it. I don't look back fondly on that memory, but I did it. But there is a good ending to this story, though, because I tried again many a years later. You know, because I realized, you know, I made a mistake. I'm older now. I have the experience of eating the prison burrito out of the kitchen sink. You know, I've embarrassed myself. I've embarrassed my bloodline. I gotta do it again. I gotta fix it. I gotta do it right this time. And then guess what happened? It fell in the sink again. But I had learned. Okay, I had learned this time. And so you know what I did? I cleaned the sink first. And
Wait, so you're telling me that the sink wasn't clean the first time?
Nope. That's what makes it so much worse. The sink was not cleaned beforehand. I mean, there were no dishes in it. It wasn't, like, disgusting or anything, but it probably wasn't good. I mean, that's how you build up your immune system, right? Eating your prison burritos out of the sink. But yeah, so, like I said, not exactly proud of that story, but it's a funny story. The second time... Oh my gosh, I totally drilled him, dude. No, I just lost so much money, holy crap. Dude, no, it was... The second time, I swear, I fell into the sink again, and I was so mad, because I was like, are you serious? Like, this was supposed to be the redemption arc, and everything was going great, until it fell into the sink again. But like I said, I learned my lesson. The sink was clean the second time, and I transferred it to, like, a paper towel or something on a plate or something like that, so that it wasn't just being eaten out of the sink. So I had some class the second time around. It was not as barbaric. Dude, what is up, Silent Soul? Holy crap. Welcome. Did you hear the prison burrito story, I hope? Sorry, I'm a little behind on chat right now. Alexa said you're so imp.
I actually died.
She died, apparently. Maybe next time we could play some Mario Party 4 Deluxe. I would be totally down, yes. I have that. Okay, I found it. I guess it's called Guess. Okay, I think it's 20 bucks. Okay. Who let this man cook? Never again. I like my burritos with no sog. What? I like my I already read that. But why make prison burritos? Okay, so alright. It sounded so good to me. You know, I was like, okay, it's chips and ramen mixed together. And then you can put, like, some condiments on top if you want. I was like, it just... The video I saw, it looked so good. You know what? Hold on. Hold on. Nope, not the YouTube studio. That's not what I want. I want normal YouTube.
I've actually made this when I came home. And
Okay. Where is it? Where is it? I guess... I don't know, I guess browser? Hold on. I'm putting it up on stream. Oh. Wait, I don't think this is actually what I wanted. Remove. Yes. Oh, window capture. Okay, that's just what I want. Here we go. So I'm going to show you guys the video that made me want the prison burrito in the very first place. Okay, apparently it is not seeing my other window of how to make a prison burrito. Hold on. I promise we'll get this. You guys need to see the prison burrito. Okay, I promise this will happen. You know what? I think I have a desktop one. I'll just put it on the desktop. I don't care. Screen recording? Okay. Okay, sorry the colors are kind of wonky, but I'm going to show you guys.
And I still eat it. Maybe like get like a prison crate where I have
Okay.
everything in my apartment, and I'm like, I know what to do.
You guys should still be able to see this if it's full screen, I hope.
Hi, my name is Carl
Either
Spencer.
way-
I'm the founder and CEO of Combody, and I serve the sweets.
So we're going to skip through a little.
Sort of like Slim Jim.
This was the tutorial I followed for the prison burrito.
Ketchup for dressing and mayonnaise, and if you want to get really fancy, onion.
I don't think I did the onion, though, because I don't really care for onion.
Burritos, just a little bit, so the puncture I'll promote it to ease is the mix it all up. We are only gonna use about a half of it. Mix
So
it
yeah,
all
you
up.
crush up your Doritos, put your ramen flavor packet in there, put in some
I
Cheez-Its,
still make this at home. Make sure you mix everything up.
Mix
so
it up.
It comes out again out of the beef stick out. It's
Take your
really
beef stick and
good. Get it.
bite-sized pieces that.
Use that. Last and final
He added onion, I don't think I did.
you wanna create a little
And now you, yeah,
of hot
you put in enough hot water to like cover it.
take the noodles that are hot down, like compounds and
Yeah, and then you like, you let it chill.
just open it up.
And you open it up like this.
And then you have your own plate, and this is
And there's the prison burrito.
voila. At the end, you dress it up with a little bit of mayonnaise. So it's just like
I don't know why closed captions are on. Anyways,
right up top.
yeah.
So now you can make your own burrito for your friends.
So that right there. Did that just crash? Oh my god, it just crashed. Okay. I'm pretty sure the game saves after every time you go back in there. Okay, you guys were able to see that, right? I'm gonna look in chat. Save that experience for prison, buddy. Why'd you have such a hard time with this? I don't know. Make a breakfast burrito like the rest of us. I don't like breakfast burrito. I'm sorry. Everybody says they're so good. I do not mess with breakfast burritos that much. They're not a big fan. Skill issue. It really was, though. You should get this fancy technology called a strainer. Okay, yeah, but I don't understand how you kept dropping it in the sink. Honestly, I don't even know either. Why is there a burrito even above the sink? I don't know. It was... I don't know. Maybe I was just working over there because like the living room table or the dining room table was like covered or something. That's my only genuine thought as to why. I know what a prison burrito is. I just don't understand why it kept exploding in the sink. Hey Mario Spaceman, welcome to the stream. How are you doing? Remaking it in a live stream. You know what? I might actually do that. I love that idea.
Oh God, no!
Yeah, I might actually do that. No onions, Kevin, please. You're sleeping on potential there. Alright, SLG, if I make a prison burrito on stream live, okay, you're gonna have to... I'll do the onion just for you, SLG. And why did it end up in this? I don't know. I don't know, okay? I don't know.
Did you maybe put like too much water in it?
Well, that's what I was saying. I think either I put too much water in, or I was opening it up over the sink and I burnt myself because there was boiling water inside. And I was like, ah! And then the prison burrito just fell into the sink. And also, SteamWorld Dig keeps crashing on me because this game sucks.
I was standing up and then my pants fell down.
Yeah, exactly. I know it does sound like that, but I swear there is a legit reason to it. Alright. I'm gonna be real with you guys. I don't remember where this actually left me off at here, but I guess we'll see. Also, I like how Mario Spaceman joined just because I was telling the prison burrito story. I imagine Alexa was like, dude, he's telling the prison burrito story. You gotta get in here.
Wrong person, I told her.
What?
I told her.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I didn't say she had to get in here. I was just like, he's telling the story. And
Oh,
I
okay.
said that you were showing the video that we found it from.
Yeah, wait, Mad Soapy, you did, or no, sorry, not Mad Soapy, Mario Spaceman, you did see that, right? The iconic video that I found the iconic prison burrito from. I'm locked in on stream. I can't text to exit. I can't exit to text. Okay, I appreciate that. That's how all of you guys should be, by the way. If you dare leave the stream for a second, man, you're not a real Linkthot fan. I'm just kidding. Guys, he filled the burrito with water. That's why it was over the sink. But it was like boiling water. Or I thought it was supposed to be boiling water. Hold on, more I'm thinking about it, more I'm like, did I just use hot water from the sink? Maybe that's why. But either way, no, because you have to let it sit for a while, so why would I be over the sink?
Unless you let it sit in the sink.
Maybe I let it sit in the sink, and then I opened it, and it like flopped out forward. Ah! Oh, shh. He's sleeping. Okay. I seed the iconic video. I'm amazed. Okay, good. Yeah, that was the video. I used to be big into BuzzFeed recipes back in the day.